What I'm about to share with you may seem toxic, but is not meant to demonize men, nor incite fear. Instead, it aims to provide a realistic appraisal of male nature, to alert you to the common manipulation strategies. Seeing both the light and the dark side empowers you to interact with them with more wisdom. Women who grasp this tend to excel in their relationship with men and enjoy the benefits of being adored and loved. And stay with me to the end, because the last part of the dark side of male nature is my favorite. And if you guys want to work with Father Alex 101, click on the description down below where it says work with me 101, and there you'll be able to work with me individually, not in AI, not Uncle Alex, not a computer Alex, but with Father Alex. Okay, so just click on the description down below. And one more thing, I also have a new channel. It's called Father Alex Reacts, where I'll be reacting to videos such as dating advice video and psychology video. If you enjoy that type of content, just click on the description down below where it says subscribe to Father Alex Reacts, and I'll see you guys inside. Okay, only for people who want to watch it. Don't mess up the YouTube stats. So the first thing is, men like the forbidden fruit. Generally speaking, men are often drawn to what is forbidden and dangerous, and this usually happens as a guy gets older. He finds a monogamous relationship and he gets a little bored, especially guys who love novelty. And a lot of the times, any woman that represents danger, any woman that represents risk, or risking the relationship, risking the family life, they'll be attracted to that. Not because they want to, but because it's just a natural part of human nature. It's a Scooby-Doo effect. You see a dark area, you want to explore it, right? And this makes it difficult, honestly, because every man's like this, but not every man is the same level of intensity. Some guys can say no to temptation more than others. Now look, the next one is a lot of women will find this interesting, all right? Is that men have masochistic tendencies. Many powerful men especially have masochistic tendencies. The more powerful, the more masochistic they have. They have full control in their daily life. They need to find somebody who could inflict a little pain, right? Many powerful men have masochistic streaks, finding an element of danger and appealing and enhancing their attraction to a certain woman. So a lot of times you see a lot of escorts tell that guys like getting pegged, guys like getting powerful guys. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy liked that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince McMahon liked that. There's something about having full control that makes you wanna give up the control. You want to play the role of the parent and the kid, right? So it's the same thing. And honestly, this is to me the part that kind of shocks me, because like it's kind of weird, right? Because outwardly they don't look like that. Now the next one is manipulation through emotions. Men are often affected by emotional displays, crying, which evokes sympathy and desire to comfort, sometimes leading them to act against their will. And actually, being weak, making a man feel like you need him, plays on a guy's fundamental desire to help a woman who needs help, or especially if they have a single mom and his mom sort of used him as a second husband, and she's always sad and he always comforting her, never really developed the ability to get comforted because mom needed comforting. Those mama's boys a lot of the times are very easy to manipulate, which is a cry. They'll give you money. They'll lend you money if you look like you need a lot of help. They have the ay bendito syndrome, where if you look sad, they'll help you. You know, Father Alex was like this to a certain point, but it took me a while to wake up. Fuck them, man. Sorry. Erase that part. Next one is, despite outward appearances, men are highly insecure, which can be used to manipulate. Younger guys are insecure about older guys' success, and older guys are insecure about the younger guy's ability to be young, right? Both sides provide two things. One side provides stability, one side provides dick. Yeah, that's right. And so on the outside, one envies the other. The rich guy envies the youth, and the young guy envies the power, right? The young guy will get mad that his girl got with an older guy, but the older guy will get pissed off that his girl keeps fucking younger guys. Nobody wins because most guys are insecure. And usually the way you play with one of them is, if he's young, date an older guy. If he's older, date a younger guy who's broke. That hurts them even more, especially if they're broke. You know, so it's kind of like, guys are just insecure by nature, man. Don't be fooled by appearances. You look at me, y'all think I'm confident. Usually it's just a show. I'm hiding my insecurities, people. I'm not gonna tell you what they are. Maybe you guys know, but you'll never notice. You'll never you'll never see how people can smile and feel like complete shit on the inside. That's a lot of guys' experience. And that's me, who's relatively confident. Imagine a guy who hides that. Get the fuck out of here. Next one. Men prefer women of average body size, universally, rather than too big or too skinny. I mean like fucking Lizzo versus Olsen twins. The guys don't like that shit. Okay? They don't like too big. They don't like too skinny. We don't want Halloween costumes walking down the street. All right? They prefer, in rich countries, for example, they prefer skinny women. In poor countries, prefer thicker women. It's the whole French guys like skinny women, African guys like the thick women, right? It's because of finances, actually. That really does dictate what you find attractive, right? They prefer bigger weight, right? Explains why African women are so thick, right? And then when you go to, well, it doesn't explain why Amsterdam women are so thick, because Lord have mercy, are they thick? Jesus fucking Christ, are they thick? They are the Africans of white people. Next one is the presence of women makes men more competitive amongst themselves. If you notice a group of men being bored, you wanna know why? Because there's no women around. If a group of friends are not ambitious, you wanna know why? Because they stop pursuing women. Women makes men competitive. For example, I play basketball. And usually the most boring game is when there's nobody waiting to get next. Do you really want to see the most interesting game? Put a woman and watch the game. I can promise you guys will literally start to tie their shoes, and I swear to God, guys will start dunking. There's literally a video where this guy playing basketball, no defense, and he did an experiment where he brought women in, right? And all of a sudden the guys literally started dunking, doing windmill dunks. Why? Because of the presence of other women, right? Women bring out the best in men. Women bring out the most powerful aspect in a man. And that's why a man with another woman is usually more productive. Well, Father Alex is not that single, you know? Kind of single, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? Father Alex is maturing, people. By the end of the year, he might have a girlfriend, people. A mature girlfriend. Yeah, that's why, people. A wifey, people. Yeah, okay, I'm putting that word out there. So yeah, makes them more competitive. Now, and this you see in the in jobs, right? I swear to God, I bet you money construction doubled in productivity as soon as it started letting women work with men. Doubled. But then the sexual harassment suits doubled at the same time, right? But it's really one of those things that if you want a group of men to work harder, put women and watch them. And I swear to God, if they don't work harder, they're gay. Next one. Men become immoral when competing for women. You want to see the guys' friends betray each other? Put a woman between them. Literally, morality lowers in guys when they're pursuing women. Competition lowers morality on top of women. There's something about testosterone and competition that makes you want to break the rules because you really want it. And usually the ones that are willing to break the rules are the ones that actually get what they want, right? So if a guy is, that's why you see guys that will literally DM you even though you're dating their friends. They're taking a risk. Why? Because morality lowers when they want some poom poom. All right, that's why you will see the most depraved people a lot of times tends to be Johns. The most depraved people tend to be pimps. The men that you shouldn't trust are guys that are consistently chase women. Hey, you can easily look at me, okay? I get it. I'm like the fucking walking red flag, but I'm not, okay? You can't find that I scammed anyone, all right? There's no negative things about me out there, people. All right, so the next one. An attractive mate increases the status of a man more than a woman. An attractive woman gives a man a higher social boost than an attractive man gives to a woman. But an unattractive woman decreases a man's social status much further than an unattractive man decreases the social status of a woman, right? What that means is that as a guy, it matters more that I date a good-looking woman. That's why a lot of big women, you tend to not see the guy's friends, or they tend to be treated more. So guys get made fun of more if they date an unattractive woman. A woman who's attractive dates an unattractive guy, they'll say, okay, maybe there's something about him that's fun. But if a guy dates an unattractive woman below his attractive level, people are not gonna say there's something interesting about her. They're just gonna say this guy has low self-esteem, unfortunately, right? Okay. Now, the next one is that men often express love through actions than words, making it important to recognize their deeds as expressions of affection. This is honestly me right here. Swear to God, it feels like I'm talking about myself. But the reason why is because most men are avoidant and most men are dismissive, right? Most men, they don't develop the or not wired to be able to express their love with words. What's funny though is that usually men are the ones that say I love you first. Usually men are the ones that fall in love quicker. Interesting how that works. It kind of contradicts itself. But generally speaking though, the love that I don't want you to be accepting is inconsistency, okay? It's one thing for a guy not to express his love for you, but it's another thing to be inconsistent, right? So that means if he says he's gonna do something, he does it, right? We're not talking about being never expressing love. The love that guys express is through actions, right? For example, me, I may not tell you I like you, but I'll do something for you. I'll draw you, I'll cook something for you, I'll express it. But you won't hear it as much from my words, you know? Now, the reason and the beauty about this is that women are good at noticing nonverbal things, right? Now, the next one is men may struggle with vulnerability, often concealing their true feelings until they feel completely safe or insecure in a relationship, or until they feel like they have no other choice. Once a guy feels safe, he'll express his emotions. But also, the next time he'll express his emotions is when he feels like you're pulling away. Guys express emotions a lot of times only when they have to. It's almost like a last-ditch effort. They don't want to reveal that, so they hold it in. And a lot of the times, women want them to express themselves really fast, but the problem is that just men are not wired that way. Why? Because they're not, people, okay? Now, now the next one is that men's need for independence can sometimes be misinterpreted as disinterest, when in fact, it is a natural part of their personal space, right? And this is why when you think of a boss bitch, you think of women who want their space. You think of women who have their office and they have their own personal space. A lot of guys are like that. Especially with women who want more commitment, who want more consistency. Some guys, they want that, but they also want a bit of independence. And it kind of clashes with women. And this is why you have to, it's like with guys who have the basement where they play video games. It's because men are wired to have their personal space. Men like to monopolize a little bit of their independence. And any successful relationship takes that into account. Not that you cater completely to them, but that you understand, like a dog who needs to be walked. You understand that they need some independence, you know? Now, this one is interesting. Social pressures to be a provider can deeply impact a man's emotional life. Their approach to relationships. In other words, guys have a pressure, unlike women, to be providers. And you know what's crazier? You know what's the number one thing that causes men to have mental health issues? Their occupation, right? The pressure for men to provide for women is causing guys, a lot of them, to overwork themselves and have a lot of mental health issues. And this is why the dynamic of the woman who stays home and waits for her man to come home is so important for a guy. Because if a guy doesn't have a woman who could come home, who could soothe him, these guys get crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. They need someone to soothe them. The issue, though, is that nowadays women are just not dating as much. More women are single and more women work. So the guy works, feels stressed, but he doesn't have anything to go back home to soothe them. And even the woman who goes home doesn't want to soothe them, because society has put women to be boss bitches where they're not in touch with their feminine to soothe them. In fact, a guy will soothe a woman. Jesus Christ, right? And this is the sad part about the dynamics of the current world is that social roles are being reversed, and it's being reversed for people for the ones that are not compatible for that, right? Guys are the ones that could handle the physical strain of working 20 hours a day. The women are the ones that have the capacity and the empathy and the mirror neurons to soothe the guy after a long days of work. It's just nowadays people are just not becoming compatible. And now the next one is that guys need a longer period of time to express their emotions more than women. In fact, guys don't express their emotions through words, right? Guys express their emotions through a physical action, sport. If they're stressed out, they'll play, like me, I'll play basketball. If they're stressed out, I'll lift weights. Even women who are masculine, they'll show you that the masculine women don't talk to their friends about their problems. A masculine woman goes and works out, kicks a ball, does boxing. It's a masculine way of doing it. With women, they usually talk to each other, they comfort each other, they hug each other and kiss each other. I'm kidding, I don't kiss each other. They hug each other and all that kind of stuff. And that's a feminine way of soothing each other. With guys, they're not wired for that. I don't want to see a therapist. Give me a punching bag, I'll deal with it better. And a lot of people have a tough time because society is more feminized. It's like, how could you express your emotions without talking to Jake the therapist? It's like, bitch, I don't need to talk to Jake the therapist. Give me Jake the punching bag. I'll deal with that. That's how guys deal with their emotions, through physicality. And it's very difficult for the world to understand that because the world is more feminine now than it was before. Not a negative thing, right? It comes with consciousness. It comes with better work conditions. It comes with Me Too. It comes with a lot of things that benefits the world. But it also loses a little bit of that masculinity that keeps the world going, right? So these are things that I find mind-blowing to me. And a lot of women just have to understand how the mind of a guy works so that you guys don't misinterpret each other. Because usually misunderstanding is the reason why most relationships don't work. And if you want to understand men a little better, that's why I tell you guys, purchase my courses. Natural chemistry, there's a section about male psychology where I break down these psychological differences between men. And that course is specifically made for women who want to deepen the bond that they have with their men. The psychological game of attraction is a course that I made for women who are single. So is my self-help course. It's about how to manifest, how to embrace your masculine and your feminine, how to not be taken advantage at work, how to move up the social ladders, the work ladder, the corporate ladders without losing the femininity, how to move up the ladder and not give the impression that you have too much coldness, like some women who are way too masculine give off, which tend to sabotage them. It's a course that I made for, if my nieces would watch it, that'll be the course for them, okay? You can click in the description down below to purchase it. And if you don't want to purchase them individually, which is $99 each, you guys can purchase them all in a bundle and become part of the Mindful Attraction University. Yeah, that's right, people. All right, so click in the description down below. And if you don't do that, I'm closing the channel. Take care.